Hello, this is Rosemary coming to you from Ensar Angels. This is your weekly squirt of angel juice. Thank you for joining us. This week, the angel called Melchizedek is also the high priest of Salem, is a pre-incarnate Christ in the Old Testament. He has something to say. There are many secrets being given. This is about the Luciferian experiment. What is that? Of course, rather than planting a seed and having it grow and then going somewhere else and planting a seed and having it grow, as in sexual reproduction, which is not the Luciferian experiment, or of Abel, not Cain. This experiment is different. In the new experiment, or the old experiment, things are simply split. Instead of having, that's asexual reproduction. Because with sexual reproduction, we arrive at death. With asexual reproduction, there's immortality. Can't have, one without the other. Again, it's a choice. So the Luciferian experiment is to do this with the principle of light. Instead of trying to plant the seed of light, you plant the seed of light here and have it grow, the light of Christ, the light of the Shekinah, the light of the will to bestow. Instead of doing that and having it planted in wasted and planted in non-fertile soil, rather to split it off, like how you light a candle and the fire never becomes, it never diminishes. Because when you light a candle with another candle, yes, it's that kind of thing. Of course, you can put out a candle. You can snuff fire many ways. You can blow it out. You can snuff it out. However, light cannot be so easily snuffed out. This is not fire. The Lucifer experiment is not fire. It's light. It's the light of creation. It's the light of the will to bestow. It's the light of Christ. Now, Christ is not conscious of self. Jesus Christ is not conscious of himself. He just bestows. He just gives. He's only thinking of the other at all times. And that's a wonderful thing if you're the receiver, which we are all the receivers. Now, of course, we receive his goodness every day for his contentment. However, when we receive what he gives us, and it's difficult, but when we receive all that is given to us without complaint and with gratitude, then, accept the work your hands have been given to do and enjoy it and be thankful for it. And what you've been given, everything you've been given. I mean, look around you. You've been given a lot. We all have. So, as you receive, the parts of you that wrestle with Christ, with this light of Christ, the part of you that wrestles with it allows it to, when you resist it, it allows you to become the giver of consciousness, because Christ then has to wrestle with you to be able to give. You understand? Like wrestling with the angel. So as you wrestle, because you're not always going to be able to receive, because sometimes it's just too painful. At those times, the pain goes back the other way onto Christ, and then he becomes more conscious. Just like in the medical profession, sometimes people are brought out of comas by the application of certain forms of therapeutic pain. And that's true. And it takes someone out of a coma, sternal rubs, and that kind of thing. These things happen. So that's consciousness. See, Christ was not conscious. Now, as we all become Christ, we have to maintain our consciousness. Because if we're so coddled, then we have no consciousness, then we can't enjoy anything. So you understand how it works. That's the clarification that Christ, Melchizedek, High Priest of Salem, wanted to give this week. The angel of the Lord, he's called. In the Old Testament. In the New Testament, he's called Jesus Christ. And everyone has their own name for this divine being who is the will to bestow, this Maitreya, this Melchizedek. So, he wants you to also know that this thing about, you're going to have, if you do something to someone, it'll be returned threefold, and am I supposed, karma, and you give what you get, you give what you don't get, and all this. And all the explanations that have been given are, of course, right. But there's another distinction he wants you to have today. And that is that in physics, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Not a threefold action, not a tenfold action, but an equal and opposite reaction. So if I'm nice to you, you're going to be nice to me, right? You know what? That's not true. An equal and opposite, the key word there, opposite, reaction, is going to be given. So, does this mean that if we just are honest about our true feelings, of course it's politically correct to say, oh, I've seen this happen to somebody and I feel terrible about it. But inside your heart, you want vengeance. But then vengeance will hurt you. But then inside your survival chakra, everyone wants to overcome everyone else. That's nature. And that's the part of you that causes, according to Zohar, all of the atrocities in the world. Because that shadow side, everyone has a shadow side. And if you think you don't have a shadow side, it's going to come out in very horrible ways, and it's going to affect the planet. It's going to affect us all. We're at a point where we cannot hurt others without hurting ourselves. We're too connected. We're too global. We're too big. We are the infestation of the planet. We're not really a cancer on the planet. We're more like an infestation of some vermin that just need to be more conscious and evolve to a higher state. Because we've infested this planet, and, we will be exterminated if we don't shape up. So let's all shape up. Let's be more honest with each other, more honest about our true feelings. Let's not act like spoiled brats. Let's be thankful for what we have. And let's understand that the punishments and blows that are given come from Christ. Not from me and not from you. And it is not in the name of God, in the letters and the numbers, and you all know this, but we'll restate it. It's not in the letters and numbers that are the name of God that Lilith learned, Adam's second wife. First wife. Now, the second wife, and Eve the third. No. It's not in the numbers or in the letters. It is in the relationship between the letters and the numbers that we have a divine state of being, that we have God, that we find God. We find God in relationships. We find God when we're fighting. We find God when we make up. We find God this is why when you go to any kind of church or temple or, whatever you're going to, synagogue or mosque, why oftentimes they'll have you, shake hands with people to establish a relationship. Because a group of people who are of the same mind and with the same purpose can do a lot more than just one person. And everybody can have a a purpose. You know, not everybody is maybe someone you want to be associated with because they're, you know, they repulse you in some way. But we all are repulsed by everything that is not self. All of us. And we all get very finicky and fussy. And that's going to be until, you know, the 16th of August. Again, you know, we have discussed this before. But this pickiness is going to be there. So just everybody be on the best behavior. Go to your groups. Go to your churches. Go to your, I don't care what group you belong to. Be a good member of your group and follow its laws. Especially until the 16th of August. Otherwise, it's just going to get too complicated. You're going to be a little overwhelmed. Just stay calm and, to quote President Obama, don't make perfect the enemy of good. No, I said it backwards because I do it. Don't make good. No. Yeah, no, I said it right the first time. Don't make perfect the enemy of good. Excuse me. Okay, so let's live by that law. Let's just proceed calmly, understanding that everybody's going to be very fussy and very particular, and people are going to get embarrassed easily. So just everybody stay calm. The way to walk through embarrassment is just calm. Just be calm. You're going to do things wrong. You're going to get embarrassed. Other people are going to embarrass you. Just stay calm and do your best. And if you're getting too upset, turn down the volume on the excitement level. That's all. Just turn down the excitement. Turn down the volume. Keep everything calm. That doesn't mean do nothing. It means do things calmly. And don't worry so much about what everybody thinks, because the lesson is, that I've heard from a lot of my teachers, is everybody's thinking about themselves. Nobody's thinking about you. So just maybe have a thought of how someone else might feel. And don't overdo. Don't over try to help people, because it makes them feel that you're putting them down, or saying that they're not worthy of something, or that they're not capable of something, or, you know, you might want to try to help someone, but they might take it wrong. So rather than try to help them, just let everybody handle their own stuff. Handle your own stuff. Go to your groups. But seriously, don't be hypocrites. You're not here to tell other people what to do. You are here to follow your own rules. The rules you've set for others, you had better be following them yourself before you tell other people to follow them. And if you think that just doing things just for the sake of causing trouble, if you think that that's going to help you, it won't. It'll make trouble. So this is going to be a week for troublemakers. And understand that although you think it's cute and funny and artistic, nobody else does. And remember, everybody's in the same boat. So express yourself artistically rather than actually harming people. Don't pretend you don't understand. You understand. Don't play dumb. And this week will go well for you. All right. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Okay, join us again next week. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Rosemary coming to you from Ansar Angels. If you would like to get your free mini angel answer this month by phone, just call the number up here on the screen, or you can go to our website at readingsbyrosemary.com and you can get emails as well, details and emails. In the meantime, cheers.
It's so fancy, you can have it any way you want.